At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. Let me try to get myself on screen. There we go. Man, the drama, especially in the bear market, this shit just escalates to a whole nother level. I mean, you could tell immediately when you jump in these spaces who is way over invested into PDIE, who lost a lot, who kind of played it safe, who doesn't care. It's so funny. I mean, I'm getting straight up attacked. If I don't put anything, or if I put anything that is remotely bearish about PDIE, it's just straight up attack mode. And trust me, I want this shit to peg more than anybody, but I got to look at it objectively. Like it doesn't feel right. Maria, this whole thing, called Sami out, spelling Vail, Colorado wrong. And just I went back and watched the interviews from Crypto Sparbuck, wherever they were in like Belgium or something on the tour. And just that did not seem like a schizophrenic dude to me. He stopped and paused and thought about everything he was going to say. He never just, rambunctiously spewed stuff out or didn't make any sense. It just doesn't really fit his character. But then I read Richard's tweets, and it's like I've been following him now for 6 years. I don't see him lying to people like this. Unless this is the perfect deception to distance himself away from PDIE to the point where no one can prove it's him, right? For this to work, PDIE has to be faceless. Right now, Maria is potentially the face. Richard's the face. There's 3 potentials or an unknown team. Maybe 5, whatever it is, 5. Right? There can't be anybody. So if you're being looked at as the face of this thing, being perceived that way, and maybe it was all of our faults because we were talking about it. So maybe we should have just stopped talking about it. But when the price goes up like this so fast, and it does a 5555x from the bottom, I don't feel like for a scammer to do that, you don't go that deep. And when rug pulls happen, they go to 0. Like this chart is just, it's a slow bleed, but we're holding again. If we come back down below this right here, the 3029 or 275, whatever, 28, that's when I'll probably start to worry. But if we keep holding up here, I don't know, because if it is Richard or is a team, he needs to get out from behind it. Yeah, you have to do this stuff publicly. But it is interesting. Richard only communicates in person. He doesn't use Twitter. So who is using Twitter, Telegram, or social media then? Only in person. But also, he doesn't say he speaks on the blockchain here, though. But I guess blockchain is free speech. That's what he's fighting for. That was the whole thing for PulseChain. So yeah, I guess that's a taken. I'm torn, guys, because I was so passionate about this because of what's going to come if we don't have this. We have USDC and Tether are the 2 solutions right now. And let me bring this article. Let me see if I can find USDT seizure. Wow. Let's see if we can find this here. I'm pretty sure in the last couple days, just in 600,000 frozen by Tether on Tron. 4 wallets affected. So imagine you're just chilling one day and you got USDT in your wallet. And you went on and you supported one of Elon's tweets about stopping the crazy government, or you're in Europe and you tweet somewhere. And in 2 years from now, all of a sudden your keys are gone because they went back in time and they ran some AI that looked through all of your history and saw you tweeted or liked some stuff that went against their agenda. So your wallets are now gone. Like, that's the stuff that they're doing here. It's happening with Tether. It's happening with Circle. Because I will not forget the interview with Jenny Johnson and the Fidelity and the Franklin Templeton CEO when they're both on stage. The USDT. So I don't know if the DOJ seizes Bitcoin. Yeah, all right. They didn't take that out of wallets. But USDT or USDC Circle. Do you know what it used to be before it was USDC? It was Stellar USD, not Circle. It was Stellar USD. So just keep that in mind. Stellar's a huge player, all right, in this whole thing. They have the same functions as Tether. RLUSD has clawbacks. It's designed for the banks. It was approved on one of the XLS amendments to have clawbacks for certain coins. XRP, nothing. If I buy XRP and I send it to my Zaman wallet or my Ledger, I can send it to anybody. No one will ever shut that down. XRP is free and decentralized once you have it in your wallet. This is not the same for RLUSD and even DAI. And also the weird thing too, that is the Sky USD. That just launched too recently. So the old Maker is gone. Or they're getting rid of it. But I don't even know how to use this. But whatever. You know what I mean? That the timing of this is just bizarre for me. Sky MakerDAO, maybe. Sky, previous DAO maker. So yeah, this Sky token. And now they're going to USDS. And they have the same keys in them. I remember that what happened with like that jump protocol hack, where they, for some reason, went to the Maker CEO after that and were like, you need to do this. And I remember how awkward that was. He clearly was a proponent of DeFi. Or maybe it was Rude. I forget. It was a couple of years ago. But they do not want this. This is against control. This gives power back to the people. So even like this sucks too, because look what it's doing to community members. Like I have one of Hodlnomics Pantheon NFTs. You know, it was staked, earning Teddy, Atropa, DAI, earning a bunch of yield. There's a big community. And now he hates Richard. He's pretty much leaving. Like he's capitulating. A lot of people are. But this tweet is spot on. There's only two options. RH is scamming the chain for a couple million to exploit PDIE, or RH is working with higher powers to pump DDI to $1 as a carrot that will ensnare people into the digital money trap. Which version do you believe in? Like, it's either the blue pill and we get stuck with CBDCs and we better pray to God that cash stays. Because what did they do in Australia during the scamdemic? Ripped out all the ATM. Let me know if you're in Australia, if you have ATMs still. Did they rip them all up? Because I remember them putting that on the news, that that ATMs were getting torn up from Australia. And I know with the stuff Ripple, what they're doing, working with Australia and Hedera with the AUDD, the digital Australian dollar, is with HBAR. So I pay attention to this stuff. They want full control down there. I feel like Australia is like the testing ground. And then it goes to Europe and then it comes here. But we need PDIE, guys. Like I don't like I'm willing to I'm not down. I'm down money because I took profits in January. I sold $500,000 up near the top, but I put it into PTGC and UFO. So that 10 grand is now gone on paper. It's down. It's all, my bags are combined worth like 14K. It's crazy. So I'm technically like, I didn't lose anything on DAI, but I'm willing to just whatever. I will take a loss for this shit to work. Like, we need it to. Like, this is for humanity. This goes so much further than just us getting rich at a dot. And that too is Richard is so, I know. All right. I was on a call with Richard, one of my clients who's a billionaire down in Georgia. Funding Jim was on the call. And I didn't know Richard was going to be on it. You know, it was with Gary and a couple others. And I think it was kind of a vetting to see that if I was serious or not. Like, I'm sure these guys get people all the time. Oh, I know these rich people or these billionaires are ready to get in. So I think it was kind of a, filtering system. So, and next thing I know, Richard jumps on the call. And obviously I didn't say anything after making introductions. That's not my place, but I just sat there and just got to see how Richard talks to another billionaire that he doesn't know. They never met before. I think they did have a friend in common in Atlanta. And so that was cool to see. But Richard was exactly the same as he is on stream, as he is on his interviews with other people. Like, I could tell that my guy was kind of getting turned off by Richard saying his fake internet money is better than the government's fake internet money. Or whatever he said, something like that. And Richard, he didn't care. I don't know if he didn't care if this guy got in. He didn't care to change his way of going at things when he saw, like, okay, the questions he asked, like, were clear signs for Richard to step it back and tone it down. And he didn't at all. He just kept going. So Richard's going to be Richard. So I don't know if he's going to just do what he wants to do. He does not care. And I witnessed that. But I also witnessed him. He cares about the little guy. He wants to see people win. And he's also super petty. Some of my friends said they went out to dinner with Richard years ago. A group of people. And it was kind of assumed that Richard was probably going to pay the bill. And when the check came, Richard was the first one to be like, I'm not paying. Or he would not pay for everybody. So Richard is cheap as hell. He's petty. He's not going to just enrich some asshole that comes on and sees, oh, wow, this stable coin could go to $1. It's at 2 cents. Oh, wow, I can just make a 50x right here. Okay, it can't be that easy. That's one thing that I've realized in crypto. Anything that's that easy is a trap. And I don't know if we blew this thing up too much, but it was kind of inevitable, or if it was Maria did this intentionally. That's another thing too. Like, Maria just knew to buy DAI early on, to buy 3 billion of them. Like, did that wallet buy USDT and USDC too? That's one thing I'm curious of. Or was it just random buying the stables? Or did she know? And that, like, there's so much that we don't know. And I'm just done speculating on it. I just hope to God this happens. We need it to happen. All of this stuff is going to be great. Oh, no tax on crypto. That's great. They're not going to tax it Why? Because if you cash into a stable coin and you do something illegal, they can just take your shit. Like, so they don't need taxes. When you have cash and you have checks and stuff, they can't stop it. But with this new system with AI, man, they can just shut everything down. So cash and gold, like, it's going to play a big role if they try to go cashless. Yeah, exactly. We need it, man. And I just hope what happened to the old CEO didn't deter Richard. Like his tweets here are pretty damning. Like, what he's telling you to do, get out, which he should be doing if there is an actual hack. But if he set the hack up or they knew about the exploit, wink, wink, and he tells you, look what's happening, I'm seeing this stuff leaving, but I didn't know it was actually a good actor. Like, yeah, that could come out of it. And I hope it does. Like, the people holding PDIE need to be people, right? Like me right now that said, all right, what is my risk? I think like there's a 20% chance that this is happening a week or so ago. So I kept 20% and swapped the rest for Remember. And Remember has done really well. The volume is crazy and it's paying back. I'm getting like 1.5 million pulse a day. All right. So I figure if I just hold it and I can get back like 50 million pulse over the next couple months, whatever. I still have some Die Hard, some Anki that's paying me back PDIE. So I'm still accumulating PDIE with my reflection coin. So it's not like, I'm just completely out. I'm technically still adding. And I've bought like another 50,000 in a different wallet. Just because my hope. And if Richard's getting to the point where he's like, fuck it, I'm free from the SEC, I can do it now. This is the way it has to be done. Publicly, Richard cannot be behind it. There cannot be any signs on Twitter, speculation. He has to distance himself as far as he can from it. Just like how crypto banter and the entire mainstream treated XRP and Hex, this whole bear market, not even bringing them up, not even mentioning it. It's garbage trash. That's how Richard needs to be with PDIE. So we'll see how this plays out. Today's release day, though, for Journey Together for Pokemon. And I was not going to go just jump in line at GameStop or Target or anything. But they have this Twitter account, Pokemon Deals TCG. And they put the links up for new releases. So rumors are that there's going to be, like this dropped 50 minutes ago, this box. And I tried to get it from Best Buy, but I wasn't signed into my account. So I couldn't log in. But I got one of these trainer boxes last week when it came, or Monday when it came out for $60. They're selling for like $350 on eBay right now. So you can 6x your money. So right now, if you can go online, if you can get one of these, follow that Twitter page, and I have notifications on my phone. So if I get one here, I'm jumping right on, and I'm going to be trying to get my box, because these things were on here for 5 minutes 2 weeks ago. Like, this is so crazy. So I want to get the trainer box and the booster box, hopefully. So I'm looking for this thing. This was like exactly when they dropped on Monday for the new set that's pre-ordering. But Journey Together is the set that comes out in stores today, but the pre-order for the next set in May sold out on Monday in 2 minutes. Like, Pokemon it's the craziest I've ever seen. And I am so lucky that I kept taking crypto profits and just putting it into cardboard, because all the Pokemon keeps going up, 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 up. There's not like any boxes you can get for really under $200 anymore. And I was buying some for $80, $90, 6 packs for $550 that are now $1,500. So they've gone up 2.5, 3x while crypto's dying. So I never would have thought this was how it was going to play out. But man, The markets can stay irrational longer than we can stay solvent. And that's one thing that I've kept true. Pump up 41%. I'm still hodling. I bought my bag on launch night at like 11:30 at night at 003, and I thought I was late. And it almost came back down to there. So if I had panic sold at 004 and just said, oh, screw it, I'll just take my 10% profit and leave. Yep, I just cost myself a 3x. That's why you just get in early and hold. It's hard to do. You know, I think this XRP one is going to do awesome. I keep buying this one on the low because people just have no idea what's coming with XRP. Guys, people have no clue. They're purposely setting this stuff up right here in Japan. All right, Japan is going to increase their rates, which is going to break shit around the world, and they're going to release digital currencies. They're going to be the first G20 or G7 country, I believe, to have a CBDC. It's going to be Japan, all right? And SBI Holdings over there owns 10% of Ripple. And the CEO was the prime minister's right-hand man. All right, so the world's a stage out there. Don't let people fool you. Everything is so bullish. Look at this. French state bank, Bifrance, plans to invest 25 million crypto fund to invest directly into digital assets and support French companies. What? They're going to buy cryptos to put on companies' balance sheets? Is that what this really says? Look at this. Directly invents into new blockchain-linked business models with a strong French presence, including decentralized finance, DPINs, tokenization, staking and restaking, L1s, 2, and 3s, AI, and identity verification. These investments will be in addition to innovation grants, loans, and equity investments from Bpifrance Digital Venture, Large Venture, and French Toast Capital Funds. Nice. But are they saying what they're actually going to buy? Because I don't think there's any businesses that are developing Web3s in France right now, or layer 3s in France. But this is just bullish as hell, guys. Everything. Dominari Holdings, who was it? GameStop is now investing hard into Bitcoin. And the New York Stock Exchange owner, ICE, to explore USDC stablecoin, tokenized funds for capital markets. So where is USDC native? What chains? I believe it's ETH, it's Hedera, and Stellar. ICE is planning to explore USDC and recently acquired USYC money market fund to develop new products and solutions. Specifically, it aims to use them in derivative exchanges, clearinghouses, and data services. So, guys, that's all the money is in the derivatives market. But I don't know how they bring that on chain because it's a scam. The derivatives market. No one knows how much money is in that market. It's just bet on top of bet on top of bet on top of bet. It's a house of cards. So does it have tokenized, or do they just slowly tokenize it and bleed it out on that side? I don't know how this plays out, but this is why you need to be diversified. All right, this is why I sleep great at night with this whole debacle happening on PulseChain everywhere in crypto, because half my bags are up. I would say around half, give or take, in the last year. So this is what keeps you not chasing. And that's what I see people lose, is when they start chasing and they force profits instead of accepting we're in a freaking bear market. Okay, I'm going to buy and I'm going to be down tomorrow or the next day. That's fine. That's what you're supposed to feel, because the market will turn and you'll have all those profits, unless you're a trader, which I am not a trader at all. It's just not. I don't want to be in front of my computer constantly. And the stress of it is too much for me. I'd rather just buy or look for yield. Liquid staking on Hedera. Sologenics, the stuff that Flare is building out. Flare XRP staking. They just made a big announcement. Flare to offer XRP holders low-risk staking opportunities with multi-ecosystem rewards. All right, and this is what's going to end up saving Bitcoin, in my opinion. I think Bitcoin, the amount of power that it's using to keep up the network, UPOW, useful proof of work. They can use all of that to train decentralized AI models. And like the stuff that Cubic is doing right now, Cubic, guys, is the best AI play out here. Because they now have... Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. They now have Monero mining. So Cubic is mining like millions of dollars of Monero. And they're just buying Cubic off the market with it. Oh, my bad. I should be searching Twitter. Oops. Monero. Here's a quick update regarding Monero mining. Looks like we'll go live around mid-April. So I don't know if it was on testnet, but I saw that they were mining a bunch of it. And allegedly could be Satoshi come from beyond. I think I'm giving it the same chance as PDIE. The same feeling with PDIE is if you go down the rabbit hole of come from beyond and go find the Great Crypto Escape, go watch his videos that he's put out. It's like holy shit, this guy knows who Satoshi is, or it's him. The Great Crypto Escape. He's an awesome Cubic researcher. He's got some real good videos. But if you go to his YouTube channel, he's got a couple tweet threads about it, about him being Satoshi too. And you get so much shit for it. I haven't heard any good reasons given to disprove the evidence that Cubic creator is Satoshi. Exactly. People just dismiss it without looking into it. Every person that I've shown it that's taken the time was like, holy shit. Not one person that out of the like 6 or 7 that have went down this rabbit hole have been like, bro, I don't think he's him. Everybody's like, dude, it's either him or someone he knows. What the hell? How did I not know this? So this is crazy. This is another huge rabbit hole. So we got PDIE. We got Come From Beyond potentially being Satoshi. We got Ripple about to take over the mainstream. And man, Flare's about to get massive, guys. And Flare still has 11 drops left. So if you buy Flare right now and you have it on the Bitfrost wallet or Bifrost wallet. You just buy your Flare on an exchange, send it in, and then you wrap it. So it's wrapped Flare, and then you delegate it. You pick 2 validators, delegate your coins, and then you're good to go. You automatically qualify for the 11. Well, I don't know if you'll get this month's, but you'll get the next 10. And it was up to 5% a month. And now it's down to like 2.9% every month. So if it drops down to 2.5 average, you'll be getting 25% of your bag back in the next 10 months. And then you take the rewards and you, if you have 50,000 or 100,000, I think you can stake. So I'm getting like I'm getting about 4,000 a month. So that's about 3.7%. I have like 120,000 now. And I started staking with about 70-ish. So it's insane how much yield is in there. And the price has still done nothing because Flare is a sleeping giant. With the AI stuff they're building, they're working with Google. It's crazy. Yeah, Sonic. Rags told me about Sonic. That I got to get into that, bro. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Blaze plot. Yeah, I think that's what I use in the wallet there. I have the plugin for it because I just random airdrops or whatever. I'd swap back into Flare. But yeah. Can you look at Map MS? Yes, sir. We can check it out. I've never heard of it. Is it on Deck Screener? No. All right. Coin market cap. Mary Apemas. This can't be the right chart. Let's see. It's not on Deck Screener. Why? But it should be on Deck Screener then on Binance. I don't know. If it's the wrong one. Any advice? Appreciated to help me swap some of my ink for PTGC. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you exactly why. So when you go to PulseX and you go to swap up here in settings, you got to set your slippage to 6%. It automatically puts it at 0.5%. So when you go to swap, it's going to fail. So you got to click the settings and put it at 6% because it's a tax token. That's where the money for the DAO comes from. A 0.5 goes to the buy and burn. That's how you get some rewards given back for the liquid staking. So I'm pretty sure that's your problem right there. On Pateus or PulseX. But if it's failing on both of them, that's why. I have a feeling your slippage there. Looks like other projects, they're claiming that it gives higher returns on liquidity. It's backed by Meteora, so I'm a little bit interested. That's your advice. Yeah, I can't find it though. Let me try to find it on Deck Screener because that chart was dead there. It was from like 2 years ago. It was on Binance. What's the ticker? Well, let me know, Mayfly, if that works for you. I bet that's your problem. You got to set slippage to 6%. The CMC one, but it's dead though, bro. Are they relaunching it? Like this thing died in 2023. It looks like. So, all right, let's take the contract and put it into Deck Screener. Nothing. Well, I don't know. Yeah, there is no website on here though. It doesn't work. I can't click website or anything. This one on Solana? Maybe this one? Because this one's 2 days old. Was it a pump.fun coin? I don't know. What is the name of their web? Which one? The PTGC website? That is the Ngrave Currency.com. The grazecurrency.com will get you to where you want to be. And that's where the staking is, all the stats. %12 burnt. 16 more in the next 6 months. So getting in early. PTGC is a multiple cycle play for me. I'm not selling this cycle. I might sell like 25% at the top, 30%, but I'm gonna keep it just in case because I don't care. I'll take the short-term loss cycle to cycle. The Solana one. And bro, it's just a pump.fun coin. I would stay away from it. Honestly. I'm not a big if you're gonna buy anything over there, go buy ZBEC. If you want to buy anything on Solana or ZBEC, ZEBEC. ZBC. Go buy no, this is this it? No, that's not. That's the wrong one. This is what I would get if I was on Solana. ZBCN right here. This is a real world asset play. Like this shit is my homie Maximus has gone down the rabbit hole and said, dude, Solana, they're switching it up. The pump.fun thing, everyone knows it was a disaster. Everyone hates it. So now they're really pushing towards bringing utility and good projects on chain. So I'm the one that it's funny. I was telling everyone to buy Solana at the bear market when FTX and all that went down. When it was under $10, I was the only one saying buy Solana, buy Solana, buy Solana. And anyone that did with me, we sold it at like 212 or something like that. And I rolled it all into XRP and then got a 4 or 5x right now off of that. So I'm doing great in my IRA with that. But Solana is making the move. So I might become more bullish on Solana now. And my rule was I'm not buying anything over there. I'm not even going. I saw ZBEC and I was like, okay, it's a legit project. But I can't have that bias that, oh no, it's on oh man, sorry. I just got excited real quick. See, I screwed up. I got the notification on my phone. Pokemon deals. Oh shit, I got to take Morph off here real quick. I got to turn off notifications. Sorry, Morph. I'll bring you back on, but this shit's real now. They just dropped the Stellar Crown ETBs. So these things are $55.98 on Amazon right now. And let's see what they're going for on eBay. Actually, you know what? TCG player is better. All right. Yeah, never mind. So, yeah. 68 was shipping. All right. So there's 2 available before they're $70 with shipping. And then one more, and then it's 72. So these things it's crazy how much they're going up. I mean, I was buying these last summer. I bought a couple not this set. I only have a couple of these ones, but I was getting 10 of them for $250, $275, $299. And now they're all like a case of 10 for these now will be like $700. And you could have got it for freaking $225 a year, like last, what was that, October? Not even long ago. But yeah, Pokemon's crazy right now. But yeah, ZBEX, bro. I know, my bad. I'm all over the place. This Pokemon drop has got me crazy. Your gut doesn't really trust ZBEC. See, I haven't really looked into it, but my homie Maximus, who's one of the best researchers out here, he's been doing deep dives into all the utility coins for a long time. And I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and he was like, dude, you should really look into it. Like, ZBEX is legit. So I would watch his video that he has about ZBAC because there's a lot of FUD out there. But if you want like real alpha, Max has it. And he's just straight facts. Like there's no nonsense. Like here's the facts right here. ZBAC there. He's got a couple videos on it. But yeah, I'd watch it. This one right here 3 weeks ago. The ZBAC and Swift plus Fire Blocks could be huge. Introducing ZBAC with payroll. So he's done a bunch of videos on them. That's where I would go to. Check those out. Then maybe sway your opinion a little bit. But yeah, they really need to bring utility to Solana. And I think this is one of the ways they can do it. I was not putting slippage. Yeah, you got to put 6%. Yep, that's why. You're welcome. Yep. So a way you can always check too is if you go to Deck Screener and you look at the coin like PTGC, it should on the right side here. If there's a buy or sell tax, it'll give you issues here, and it'll tell you buy tax fall 5%. But yeah, I don't know that I think it's wrong. Maybe that's why, because it doesn't work on 5 for me either. I have to do 6. And UFO, same thing. 6%. Yeah. See, so if you use Deck Screener, start using that. Get in the habit of that, Mayflower. And Deck Screener will show you the taxes on the right side. And that's why I really like the Remember coin right now. There's no tax on it. But I saw something about a potential 10% sale tax coming on it or something, or a transfer tax, but there's nothing right now. 0.3% sell tax, yeah. So Remember is just crushing right now. I mean, just chopping, honestly, is perfect because all we want is a volume to stay high. And 400K of volume is printing PulseChain. I mean, I can't believe how much I'm getting. Yeah, I have let me see what it's worth. Oh wow, it jumped up to $2,200 worth, but it was only worth like $650 the other day when I swapped a bunch of PDIE for it. It literally doubled up the next day, and then it's pumped still. But I'm getting back 60,000 an hour. Hour 21, another 60,000. So was 120,000 every 2 hours? Yeah, it's about 1.5 million exactly. So 1% per day, I'll take it right now. While the entire market is doing this, I'll take those reflections. Oh, Karate Combat printing today. Look at that. Karate is just down in the dumps. I've been buying and buying. If you told me I'd have 4 million Karate a year ago, I never would have believed it. It's down so much. They had some problems behind the scenes with one of the investors had to leave, but they're growing. They're spreading out to a couple other sports. I think they have like gymnastics, and they just had soccer. So I like Karate. Like I like the bottom down here because I can buy 1 million coins for $150 or something like that. Where 150 a million coins back here was like 3,500. And Karate for me, I think it's going to be around in 2, 3, 5 years from now. It's only growing. Hedera is only going to grow, and these opportunities are not going to be around for long. I really think April we're going to see something start to break. Japan right here, inflation is going to come. And I'm thinking in the next 10 days, something's going to happen. They're going to have an emergency cut or something. It has to be a black swan. It can't just be something people predict. And I just saw another thing about Warren Buffett, where he's trying to make moves. And man, I really want Journey Together to release 3 Pokemon packs and a foil. Wow, I've never seen those. $12? That's not bad at all. It doesn't work though. It's not, whatever. It's just $24. That is deception. That's false advertising. But yeah, guys, I'm looking at I'm sticking to this, and that's what's gonna send XRP, and it's gonna start to bring the utility coins into play. Oh yeah, let me look at that real quick. What was the name of it again? Meteora? Uh, what the hell? I can't even find what's the name of the company? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do because they to change the taxes or something. I don't know. But OG Webshop, bro, that thing's been around for a year and a half. So I just don't see why he would rug it now when the thing has been going for so long. And I don't know. I just blindly aped in and it's been printing. People been making a lot of money on it lately. And when the volume's up like that, bro, like everyone wins. And I think he's changing the way to changing stuff up to increase volume. I'm not sure, bro, if it's a community decision. I don't know. You can go in the Telegram. I just don't have time, bro. I like, w- what I mean, I put $500 into it or $600 into it on top of the couple hundred I had, and now it's a couple thousand. It's printing a lot of pulse. So if I can stack 20 million pulse, I'll be happy and just send it out. And then whatever, if I can get to 50 million, that'll be where I was around SAC. And I'm happy with it. But honestly, I have been swapping it all for Pulse X, honestly. So I'm not even holding it. So I'd be lying if I said I was. I'm holding Pulse X and Ink and a lot of E-Hex. I have very little regular hex, maybe like 30,000. But the rest is all E-Hex, Ink, and Pulse X. So far, it's been working. But with this huge dip with PTGC and everything down, it's been hard. Sucks. Just watching all your gains disappear. Bro, I can't find this. Is it maps? Is this it? Maps.me? Well, this has got to be it. It said, "Don't buy that pump.fun one." See what they do, bro? Is if this is probably the real project. I'm just guessing right now. This is the real project, and then they go and they launch the pump.fun rug pull one. And I think that's exactly what it was. I'm guessing this is it here. Maps. This has got to be it. The maps. YEPB. Yep, YEP. Yep, that's it. All right. Oh, so I thought it. All right. So it's maps is the ticker. Okay, that makes more sense. There we go. I thought it was map MS. I mean, bro, now's the time to buy. If this thing's alive, if they're still working on this thing, I mean, what's the downside from right here? I mean, what your downside risk is like 50%, I would say. So, maybe 75% is the absolute downside. And if it does anything remotely comes back, I mean, yeah, bro, this is this is a good lottery ticket. Yes. Oh, wow, that's a huge problem though, bro. I see why it's doing this. Look at the supply. The total supply is 10 billion and there's only 45 million out. What? That can't be right. That's a problem. If there's only 50 million coins out, all right, this is saying the current supply is all out. FTX cold storage 1 has 80% of the coins. Is that a problem? Bro, there's like no one that holds this. I mean, it's got very few holders. I mean, I don't know anything about it. Let's see if they have a Twitter account that's active. Oh, bro, they haven't tweeted in 2 years. This shit's dead. This thing's done. Yep, it's dead. No, zero social media. It's a huge problem. I would not touch this. Nope. I would ZBEX, bro, all day. You can't even compare this. Watch Max's videos on ZBEX. I was gonna buy it. And then I was like, what? It's on Solana? You gotta be kidding me. And then my bias towards Solana, but I think I gotta get rid of that and re-download my wallet over there. I forget what it is. You did run it. What? I mean, bro, that's how I look at it is this shit's almost 2 years old. Would people be aping in like this? Like people found this so much with PDIE. You don't think they would have found any of the red flags in this shit over the last year and a half? Like, I don't know. That's why I don't care, bro. It is what it is. If I get rugged on that, I get rugged on it. But it's doing so well. The project, the whole thing. Mint to wall admin. Yeah. No, I knew there's admin keys because I'm pretty sure though, bro, that they're doing like community votes or like he's putting stuff out there. I believe, but I'm not. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm more worried about this damn drop if it comes today for Journey Together, but it's in stores. Maybe I'll hop out to GameStop, but it's not worth it because they're all getting like 10 per store. Bro, this website too looks old as hell. So I would take a pass on it, dude. I would not touch that shit, to be honest with you. The 24-hour, I didn't even see that. $100, bro. This thing's dead. This is as dead as the project can get. Zero social media, down 99%. And now I see why. Like, you can't even compare ZBEX to that coin. Like, ZBEX and Maps is like buying Bitcoin versus Luna Classic. I would say that's your comparison. Tells me I can get cheap viewers on Streamboo. There you go, Vats. We got to hit up streamboo.com. Well, it looks like there's some kind of space scam in there. I don't know. Shout out to Twitch. and the 2 viewers over there, Henry and his cousin. But yeah, guys, everything's looking so bullish. USDC for capital markets. So BlackRock, once they came in, and then BlackRock's launching their stock exchange down in Texas. They're preparing for that, guys. So what cryptos, what stocks are going to benefit from this? That's how you need to think. This is all I've been looking up the last 4 years, is when stuff gets tokenized and digitized and brought onto the blockchain. How's it going to play out? Who's going to be controlling it? And so far, from what I see, is Swift ain't going anywhere. They're going to go to real time using XRP, using Chainlink, using Hedera. I think there's going to be multiple winners in the space. And I know I'm right. Like the PDIE stuff, I want to turn out right. I hope it does. We need it. We cannot have CBDCs only. That would suck. People, I really, if they knew the consequences of this dying and a decentralized stablecoin not happening, man, it sucks. So that's all I got. I'm out of here. We are traveling. We could taking the go to see some family this weekend. So we'll not be streaming tomorrow or Sunday. Definitely be back Monday. Can I send you the link? Ghost One. Bro, don't I'm telling you, Ghost One Maps MS. Yeah, don't stay away from that coin, bro. It's dead. They don't have a Twitter account. Like Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, you better have the most poppin' Telegram in crypto, because that's where everybody goes. So to see them not have a Twitter account or not active on Twitter, there's dead. And there's $100 in volume, which is probably just our bots trading it. So there's no humans that are actually buying it. So it's I don't know, bro. I would be very careful. I saw the wrong one. What do you mean? That's on their website, bro. I was on the Maps website. Look at this, bro. Here's this is the token right here. Oh shit, my bad. Here. It's Map MS, not Map. Oh, it is Map MS. Then, bro, the Map MS one, that's a pump.fun scam coin. No real project is going to launch on pump.fun. It's a scam, bro. Somebody is taking this shit and saying, oh, look, they're back over here. It's like what Matty Allen's doing, forking PDIE. Oh, this is the real PDIE over here now. Bro, do not. I mean, do what you want, but Map MS isn't a coin. It's a software. So what's the ticker then? What's the actual ticker? Because I can't find any Maps MS. You search correct on Google. Yeah, bro, exactly. And that was the website that was bunk as hell. Series Maps Labs. Automate LP management. This has got to be it, I'm guessing. All right, here we go. Bro, liquidity. I don't. Liquidity providing it's a losing proposition. Every single LP pool I've been in is down. Every one. I was in PDIE and Atropa, PDIE and Teddy. I pulled them 2 months ago at the top, and I was down on both sides. My Pulse and Pulse X I was in was crushing it until Ink got below $3. And now, way down here, the only way to get back where I was to hope Ink goes up to like $8, $10. And there's so many whales that have so much ink that the sell pressure is going to be crazy on it going up. And I don't know any small people that are winning on liquidity providing. Everyone is down. And I just don't like it. It's for whales, bro. I know it is. It's for whales that can afford to bleed out of a position that they can't sell to be able to sell a different token. So LPs, bro, are not for me. Like, I like just the liquid staking and these reward coins that you can just hold and they give you back coins. You don't have to do anything. You know, stuff like Remember, stuff like PTGC, UFO, where they have millions and millions of dollars in liquidity, tons of volume. It's paying you every day. And there's no gambling. There's no guessing. And like, look, even with Titan X, bro, I was in the Titan Farms and I was in here. I got in day one to the Dragon X Volt Pool. It was I was paying 4,000%. And I was in it for 3 weeks. And I got out when it was about 400% still. And I got out because Tink had fallen so much. If I had held on, the Tink I was earning would have been less than the impermanent loss. So at the most profitable times when these pools just first launched, when Tink just came out, it was profitable for a week and a half. And then the next week and a half, I lost. So I pulled it when I broke officially even. So unless I'm doing something wrong, people say, oh, bro, you just got to wait. You just got to wait. You just got to wait. So that, yeah, you end up waiting. You're down on both sides. You have less of both coins, but you have a bag of some rewards coin that you have to pray goes up. I just don't like that. And I don't hear anybody saying, bro, I'm crushing it. I'm crushing on these LPs. You got to see how much I'm printing. Nobody says that to me. It's the opposite. People are telling me, how am I losing on these? Someone DM'd me a couple weeks ago that was in the Titan and X28 farm, and he put like a billion Titan X and a billion X28. It was at 0 on one side. He had like 2.3 billion X28. So when he swapped back to X28, he was, I think, up a little bit, but he couldn't figure out, bro, where'd my Titan X go? Like, he lost it all. And he had to now spot. I don't know if the pool was set up that way because they're pegged together, but just to see stuff like that, I was like, what the hell is going on? So I just stay away from LPs, bro. It's a whales game. I'm not a whale. I'm a little shrimp out here. So liquid staking, reflections, the risk-free stuff is what I like. Just the SBI. I did not know, but let's check that out. SBI Holdings, Velo. All right, why am I not? I keep. Velo's Tech, used by UBS, SBI, and DBS. Velo is for in like Asia, when you go into a gas station or something, instead of scanning, they're going to have little QR scanners, I believe, where you just scan with your phone. So the other thing with these things is this is how they set people up before, as they made these like diagrams that were bullshit. Here we go. Press releases. This is what we want to see. I'll look at, but Velo, yeah. How long have we been talking about Velo here for? At like 2 years now. Charles from UOB answered, essentially saying they're looking at ways to potentially implement technology from Velo. Keep in mind, if this did come, one form it could be is in a high interest earning fund. They have 450 branches in Southeast Asia. Bro, Binance, like, dude, even if you look on chain, like Binance was buying up a ton of Velo. Gugad was looking at it and seeing like something's going on. Same thing with Stronghold. Is they were down to like 2% left of distributing all these coins and to these wallets that no one knows what they're for. But yeah, that's exactly what it's for, bro. Like scan QR codes. 40,000 endpoints in Asia, over 5 million agents, 55 million retail banking customers. If it did have high APY for retail, it could be tons of investors. This will help providing collateral for the network. See what's going to happen with XRP? Why I am so bullish on there is the super decks over there. There's no impermanent loss, right? So people have to bid for the fees. So there's no impermanent loss. It's crazy. The world of DeFi is going to change a lot in the next year. No way. GameStop. Oh, man. Pokemon Center. I'm getting FOMO. They just dropped. GameStop will have these $56.99 on May 10th. Well, right now they're selling for $130. So you can get one of these on May 10th, flip it immediately and double your money. My Best Buy had a limit of 1 per person. Pleasantly surprised. Damn. So you go buy all that right there. That's $30, 60, 75. Spend 125. You could sell this ETB up here for 125, and the other 3 things are now free. That's how crazy this stuff is right now. You get you can get FOMO bad in the cardboard world. Pretty funny. Binance is actively accumulating Velo. Listing imminent. Let's go. B2C2 was bought up by SBI, and they sent 1.6 million to the Velo team. Interesting. Yep. SBI, Ripple, Velo, Stronghold, Hedera, Flare, Chainlink, Quant. Some good projects. Who believes the hardest? Exactly. I praying we have a decentralized stablecoin with no admin keys that nobody can shut down. Because if not, man, we better pray cash stays around for a long, long time. How are we doing here? All right. We're up to 002. Let's go. This is my out point is we dropped 99% from here and we dropped down below 2,800. So 3 zeros, 20 and 3 zeros and a 3. If we go down that far, that's where I'm like, okay, I'm going to get nervous. But we keep holding. Like, what the heck? This doesn't feel right. And if this is a scam, well done. GG's. I didn't lose anything. I hope a lot of you guys didn't lose anything. And for everyone that's been here at the channel for a while, like we got in so long ago that we just been holding them. So hopefully you guys took some profits. We're all chilling. Yeah, they need to make their money. They need that trading volume. They need the degens. It's crazy. The whole voting system is useless. Yep. Yep. We need to see a shift in crypto. We need utility just to start taking over. This whole PvP, meme coins, degeneracies, the casino. It's not good. It's not good. And I think legislation, stablecoin issuance from all the corporations and the banks in the US, that's going to bring liquidity into the market, and they're only going to go into solid fundamental projects. I don't see them degenning into bulk, but you never know. Time will tell. Be safe out there. Pray PDIE doesn't die, because if it does, what's the solution? What are we going to be using as a stable coin in 5 years? Once half the world cracks down on cash and gets rid of all the ATMs, well, what do we do? What's the solution? It's PDIE. It's right here, and we better pray that this works out. Smash that like button. See you on